Okay, so today I'm going to put together this Nexgrill 2-burner gas griddle top grill, which you can see the box pretty good, so you know what it is. And I'm gonna flip this top over because it's gonna be large. So I'm gonna take and hand the instructions to my assistant. So we have, what are these? Two of these, which will be identified in a minute. What are these? Oops, now they're stuck together. Wait and see. Okay, this looks like the little shelf underneath it. What is that called? The grease catcher? No. What is it called, babe?
Number 8.
It's called number 8. It doesn't have names on it. All right, I'm not going to pretend that that's going to help anybody. Then there's a box that we'll look at in a minute. And then we have our, I guess I should probably have to stand up. I like sit-down jobs, but it really is packaged well. There's 2 pieces of board in here. I think it's for packaging, but it might not be. You never know. Oh my gosh, this is heavy. As a screw, a random screw. Okay. It's not that heavy, I just have a bad back, so it takes me some time. Here's the owner's guide. You want to hang on to that for me, please? Thank you. Here's that thing that you're supposed to fill out that I never do. Oh, it's a nice piece of cardboard. Yes, I'm a hoarder too. No, I actually work with children and I like to think of craft ideas for things first. I'll be seeing my chiropractor this Monday, so this is really heavy. There it is. That's the top, and it's very heavy, and I bet we don't need it to last. Okay, so I'm building this in our living room. Excuse me. And you can just set it over there because we don't need that yet. That's good. It's pretty heavy. So anyway, yeah, we're building this in the downstairs living room. We live in a 3-story townhouse, and we bought this double burner. They have a 4-burner gas griddle, which I think would have been better for us, but we want to put it up on the balcony, so because our kitchen's up on the 2nd floor, so that's why we're doing that. But I'm going to build it down here because it's just a better area for building and filming and all that. So in here we have the knobs. Snazzy red knobs. And the front and back wheels, so the big and small wheels. No, wait, that's not what that is. Oh, I guess maybe it only has 2 wheels because you lift it and roll it, right? So, battery to the starter, I would imagine. We'll figure out what those are later. Handle for lifting and pushing, correct? And then other knobs and screws and bolts that we'll get to as we go. Okay. Oh, this is the side shelf. I'm just going to leave it in the bag over here for now. So, assistant, what's step number 1? So put the bottom side up. Okay, so from here they want us to put the wheels on. So that's what these are. These are like hubcaps, if you will, of the wheels. Kind of cool. And then we're going to take don't they have a little? All right, they don't really identify the different things very well, so I suggest before you really get going, you pull everything out and make little piles of it. I have two little nuts, right? These are nuts, right? Two little black nuts. Well, I'm not hardy for nuts, but you know what I mean. And then there's these two little tubes, which I think are for the wheels. I think that's what I'm seeing right there for the wheels. They just look like little cylinders. Is that what they're called? Cylinder. Very smart. He's just very silent, which is fine at this case. This looks like tightening knobs that you would tighten something with. I don't know what we're gonna use those for. And then I have two bolts that probably go with these two nuts. Here's that little screw that was floating around in there. I might find that it just fell off to something already supposed to be assembled. But I'm gonna put that over here. And then, and as I'm going, I'm throwing my garbage away right in here. Oh, and I got a little wing nut. And I already know what that's for. That's for your little shelf, which will make it easier. And it holds the shelf on, so it makes it easy to take the shelf on and off if you need to. It seems like this is going to be a good thing to put away for the winter. You don't have to leave it out. And that reminds me, can I see that really quick? So the cover, honey, the cover for the thank you. So we bought this 42-inch premium cover. It specifically says on it that it's for a, I don't know where it says, oh, it fits standard 2-burner griddles. Probably the $25 we spent for this is going to probably save our $200 griddle. A lot. So it's definitely worth it. Having had grills and smokers and all that in the past, and we know how quickly they get damaged. And this is just a flat top, there's no cover for this other than the cover that you purchase separately, so I would get it. One thing I do want to say about this, when my husband and I went to look at this yesterday, the other one is a 4-burner. This one was under $200. That one's under $300. And that was at Home Depot. So it was about probably a good 2 or 3 inches higher and wider. Again, we're going to be putting this on our balcony, and our balcony is not very big at all. This is going to take up a lot of room, as small as it is on our balcony. But, yeah, so that's what I do on that now. Okay, so we're going to do the wheels now. So first thing you want to do is take the wheel and take the cylinder, hard to see, the cylinder, and put it in the wheel. Then take your little hubcaps, for lack of a better word, it's a darn good word for it, and put those together, and then take them and hold them in here. And looks like they have it so that the bolt goes in side. This is easier said than done, I think. Oh, it's gonna hurt my back. Is that fun to do? Okay. So what we're gonna do is take the bolt after we somewhat pre-assembled the wheel here, and take it and stick it right through. Putting the bolt through from the inside, and then taking the nut from the outside. And tightening it. Okay, I don't have a wrench with me right now. I've got everything else but a wrench. So I'm gonna tighten those later, so just remember to tighten those really good. I won't take your time up to that. I think you can figure out how to tighten a bolt. If you can't, then you should probably have somebody else doing this anyway. Shouldn't even have thought about doing this to begin with. But anybody can do this. It's pretty simple. The great thing about things in life is if you mess it up, most everything in life, if you mess up, you can start over again. Okay, so nuts on the outside, bolts go through from the inside. All right, that was step 3. Well, it was 2 and 3 actually. Okay, then they want you to unfold these, which we already did. That's apparently number 4. Yeah, this needs to be out here. So then they want. Okay, so the instructions for number 5 say to do this upside down. I don't know why I wouldn't do it. Don't struggle like we just did. Okay, so we're gonna take this off so it doesn't get in the way of your braces over here, whatever you call them. And then you take your tightening knobs, which is what I would refer to these as because that's you would normally see these in a situation where, you know, you're gonna tighten something. I know it's really hard to see, sorry. So, babe, don't squeak. So, put your little tightening knobs in there. I'm sure this is so that it's easy to clean off and on. I have a third one floating around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Thus far, I'm assuming it is a extra, but we might find that we need it elsewhere. So we got that. Then you can put this back on. I'm not even gonna worry about that right now. Okay, what's step number 6? Thank you. Oh, great. Oh, okay. So, step number 6 wants us to remove these 4 bolts, which I think they put them in there so make it less confusing. Oh, it's for the handle. Okay, that makes sense. So we're gonna come over here, and I know you guys are gonna laugh at me. You women should love it. I hope you all have one of these. We all need a handy little electric screwdriver. Easy enough to do with your hands, but just that much faster. I think women's wrists aren't as strengthened as men's either, so. Okay, so we'll remove those and we will get the handle. And of course, once again, easy enough to do with a screwdriver. You could probably do most of it by hand, I think. It's not very thick, very small screw, so there's not a lot of screwing going on. In the non-fun way. So basically, you just screw these back in. Pretty simple. Again, unnecessary uses, and a lot of things when you're assembling says not to use a screw gun or a drill. You just need to stop before you go too hard, because you do have more strength with this. Alright, that just took half the time, even though it wouldn't have taken much more time to do it by hand, but still, any shortcuts are good shortcuts, right? If they work. Okay, so that was step number 6. Step number 6 and 7. Yeah, because 6 was taking them out. 7 was putting them back in. So this is the next step, but I think we should just carry these things up separately and do them on the balcony. So hit pause on that and we'll finish it up there. Okay, so the next step is to put the side shelf on, and then after that we do a little drip pan and the heavy part. So we're gonna take it upstairs and finish it upstairs because it's gonna be minor. Okay, see you upstairs. So one of the reasons that we also did it downstairs is because it's been raining off and on all day, which down here in the south, when it does that in the summer, it only makes it hotter. I just had to take a table that we weren't using off here as well. So I'm going to put the side shelf on. I put this back on down here, but not correctly. So pay attention to how you take it off so you know how to put it back together, because I did not. But I will figure that out. Okay, so I don't need the screw gun because I have a wing nut. Some people call me a wing nut. Okay, so with this, it simply slides in. See how it's got these to slide in. And you take your handy dandy wing nut. Probably can't see that. It's really hard because the sun's so bright. And then just put it right in the middle and wing it. All right. So, what's next? That one was actually back in part of, that was actually step 8. Then we did 9, which was the handle. So now we want to put in our little, I'm guessing it's a drip catcher, a drip pan. And that looks like it goes in the back. Yep, there's a slot right here. Take your little drip pan, and it slides right in here. And that's probably it, because you want to be able to remove it easily for cleaning. Don't forget it's back there, because I can see us forgetting it's back there and have it overflow. That would just be a waste, right? Oh, okay, so then number 11 does show you how to put that in. Put this part in, and it looks like I did it right. It's just not sitting right. Maybe I did it upside down. Oh, I did it upside down. All right, so easy to do. This has little flat slots, and then you'll see in the back inside right here, it's like a T. You want your little hoops. See how it's that little hoops? I did it the wrong way. Don't do it that way. Have it so the hoops are facing down. take it, put the flat part into the top of the T, and then you just put it in there. And then I put these back in where they came out of the holes down below, and you can set it in the middle of the hoops and it stands up. Now, I don't know what that's for, but I'm hoping to do demos later on. Next, how to season it, and then after that, how to cook on it. So we'll figure out what this is for then, and we'll go from there. So now they want us to put on, oh, okay. Put this little doohickey, this thing that is going to hold your tank in. You can put it in the middle of this bracket right here. And on the inside of this bracket, of this rod, if you will, is a hole you'll see for your wing nut. Take your wing nut, a hole, line that all up. And I keep saying wing nut, it's not a wing nut, it's a tightener bolt. I think that's a good description of that. And that is step number 12. The griddle on top, and I'm glad we did everything else first. So this should be the last step, I think. Well, we got the knobs. I think if anybody's ever taken the knobs off your oven to clean behind it, which if you haven't, you probably should, because you're going to see a lot of grit and grime under that. But they just pop right on there with a little bit of a firmness to it. Where's the battery go? There's a battery that goes to the starter. Whew. Will you look and find where the battery goes? Sorry, it's poking him in the eye with the instructions. I'm really glad he's got a good sense of humor and a good spirit about him. So my husband said that noticed that this is sticky, which we noticed at the store as well, like it's already been seasoned. He said he read where you're supposed to wash it down with hot water and soap before using. And one other thing, can you find out where these go? Still don't know where these go. Okay, so you just unscrew this. Ah, cool. All right, it's just like a flashlight basically. So you have a plus side, doesn't? No, okay. And like anything, you got the spring here. The spring is always the flat part, right? Is that right? Yes. So you have the nipple, for lack of a better word, out, and like a flashlight, you just screw it back together again. So you can put these on. That's good. And then you're ready to go once you get the tank in. Did you find what these are? Okay, again, we have extra pieces. Really weird. It's a pretty significant piece. If anybody finds out what this is for, it might just be a fascia thing. Find out what these are for? Let us know. Wasn't before we put the griddle on, wasn't it? They're not even identified in the Okay, so we got 3 pieces of metal because they're not even identified in the instructions, nor are they told what to do with them. But if you do find out and you know some use for them, other than the grill even, let us know and we will put them to use. Hate to waste good metal. Okay, so there you have it. There is our new little Nexgrill, which was easy to put together. I have asthma and a bad back. If I could do it, you can do it. So we are excited to use this. So we'll be back and show you how to season it in another video.